Hello and welcome to Baby Steps in Create Studio 3 part 29, the stickers. I'm Tony of Tony's Tutorials and we're on version 3.4.3 of Create Studio 3, and let's get on with it. We'll go to the new project tabs, either one of them will do. So left click with your mouse and you go to the background, left click with your mouse again, left click and hold on the slider and drag it down to where we want it to go, which is, I'm looking for something Manhattan. I'm looking for Manhattan image. There it is, view of Manhattan. Let's just left click and drag that onto the canvas. Right, as you can see, it's got a bounding box with the nodes on it, so you can adjust the size and the scale of the object. You can push it in, stretch it out, whatever you want to do. You've also got these little circles which help you to round off. Say if you want to put it into like a mirror or a window or something, or a TV screen or something like that, you could round them off just to make it look like that if you wanted to. I can't get it right now. I need to undo that just to get it right, because at the moment I can't get it right. For some reason it's not working properly. There you go, got it. Right, so that's what them circles are for in there. They're for doing things like that if you want to do some kind of masking or something. Right, anyway, let's get on with the next bit, which is I'm going to go on the edge of the element right here, the back end, which is the rightmost part of it. And as you can see, when you put your cursor on it, it goes to two arrows facing opposite directions to each other. Right, now what I need to do now is left click on the mouse and drag it across to where I want the length of that image to be, which is going to be roughly about 10 seconds. And I'm going to right click on the element again of the background image and lock it. So it's locking in place. I can't move it with a mouse cursor now at all, right, unless I unlock it again by right clicking again. Okay, now we're going over to the left arrow up here in the left top corner, and I'm going to click on that with the left mouse button. Then I'm going to use the scroll bar. I'm going to left click on it, hold the left mouse button and drag it down so we can find where it says stickers, and there's stickers where it says save the planet. So left click on that, and as you can see, there's quite a lot of things here. If I scroll down, you'll see there's quite a few different things on here. These, as far as I'm aware, are all videos. They're not actual images. These are all videos as far as I'm aware. Right, so I haven't seen any that are just images. They're all videos so far I've seen. Okay, and because they're videos, you can extend them by duplicating the video, but it doesn't look right. Here's what I'm going to show you now. Right, so I'm going to click on the hearts left mouse button and drag it onto the scene. That will automatically go full screen, and I'm just going to click on there just to make sure. Anyway, you can play that and let you just have a look at that. Okay, that's coming out nicely. Say if you want to do Valentine's scene or something like that, and it goes off around 6. It goes the full length of the art's coming out to about 6 seconds. Then after that, it goes back in. Right, so we're going to keep an eye on that 6 because we might need that. Right, as you can see, because we stretched our image is 2 seconds longer than the video of the hearts. So if you wanted it to last up to the same length, you try dragging it, it won't work because it's a video, it will not stretch. You could try putting it on again, but then it would start from the beginning. You'd have to find the part where it doesn't, and it doesn't work. So what do you do? Right, while we're on the element on the timeline here, you can click on it, right mouse button, and take a snapshot. So we take a snapshot. This will be an image up here. This is not an image, that's a video. Right, so we click back on the element on the timeline, which is still the video, and we can cut it there. So we can cut that bit of the video out, and we're going to drag this slider across using the left mouse button to hold it and drag, and then we're going to find the end, and we're going to push this part of the video that's been cut off to the end of there, like that, and then we're going to add the image from here to that part there. Right, obviously that bit's extra, so what we need to do is cut that piece off. So we're going to put the playhead equal to that end of the video, the beginning of that video. So click cut with the left mouse button, and then right click on the bit that we don't want and delete it. Yeah, and we can leave it there, or we can push it in to there, and we can make sure we check that, because that piece needs to be full size. At the moment it's not, as you can see, so we need to put that back up there like that, and that should be okay now. If we go back to the beginning, we'll just play that, and you'll see it will last as long as the rest of the video. Okay, and at that part where it's still, obviously there's no animation, but what you can do is, when it comes to there, you could have say a bit early, before it comes to that, you could start off with a text effect coming up. So you could put some text on saying something like happy Valentine's Day or something. You can do that. Let's put that on. I've got the thingy there. That's it. Happy Valentine's Day or something like that. You could do that, couldn't you? Like that. Right. You could do that. You could add a border on it if you wanted to, on that. Where it says width, I'm going to put that to 5 and change the colour to black. You've got a nice thingy there. We can also add a motion to that. So we're going to in motion, so we're going to position from the right, I think, yeah, and then we want to advance, add rotation, .45 say, or something like that. 48 I've got there, 45 I meant, 45%, and letters. Right, I mean, change it to reverse. Let's just try that a minute and see how that looks. Might need to stretch that out a little bit. Let's just do that. That was a bit fast, so let's pull it out a bit longer. Let's have a look, see how that looks. Yeah, like that. Right, so you can do that, and then at the end you can add a fade here. So put the motion out, fade out. Right, so let's just play that from the beginning. There you go. Now that's going to come in as that's nearly stopping, and it's just on at the stop, and then it fades out. So I mean, you could do that. You could have a couple just drinking in the middle a bit of the image. You could do something like that, right? So that's one thing you could do with that. Let's just delete all that now, and we'll get on to the next one, right? Okay, let's delete all them. Now I want to delete that as well. Right mouse button for deleted stuff. I want to go on to the studio again. The next one is the kisses, like that. So we just drag that on with the left mouse button, holding it, and let's just play that for starters. This is more or less 10 anyway. It's the same size as the image, more or less. As you can see, if I drag that across the sea, not far off the same. But if you watch this, it goes off abruptly, and so does the image that I put me now. If you wanted to change that, you could put a fade out on that, the way I just done that fade out on the other. Say if you wanted to put this actual image of these on, say like a TV, say for example that piano is a TV for example. So you want it the same size as that. There you go. You find one edge and make it match. And just drag the other edge on. If it's a bit too different, you just adjust it accordingly. And that'll be like your TV, for example. And then you can play it like that. If it's front facing, that's very simple. What if it's not front facing? Okay, well, if it's not front facing one, you've got other options on your actual image, like this perception tool here. It gives you a different perception, so you can change the perception to left or right, like that. So there you go. That looks like somebody could watch it from this side. It's facing them that way, or you could do it the other way around, so it's facing the opposite direction. Okay, so that's what the perspective tool is. There, does that, so you can click off it, undo it to get it back to normal, and you can do it the other way if you wish. So after that, so it's that way. You could have it facing upwards or downwards, whichever way you want it to. And it looks cool, and it still works. It still runs the same. That's pretty cool, right? So you could use that for if you've got a monitor on any other areas, right? You've got other things like the angels. That this angel's got the heart shape on. Yeah. I mean, I suppose you could change the colour of the hair or something by using one of the tools, which I'm going to deal with later in the series. But that's more advanced than this at the moment. But at the moment you can't, because I'm not going to go through that. That's a later edition for this, changing colours on things, right? We'll go through further down. There's a lot of other things here. You got the arrow there. You got other things. Oh, you got rings for if it was an engagement or something. You could happy engagement or something on that, like that. As you can see, they're all videos, as you can see. So not a lot you can do with them apart from putting motions on and that, right? But I mean, they're useful. Say you want a couple drinking champagne for the video. There's the video of the champagne glasses clinking. There you go. And you got the bubbly inside them, right? That'd be nice for like an anniversary or wedding or something, or wedding anniversary. Yeah. What else is that? You got this one for a chef. You want a chef's hat coming on the screen. Let's just the chef of Manhattan coming up with his hat. Obviously you can change the size of that to whatever size you need. So we just need to bring it down a bit. Very good. Make it that big and put a text underneath it. The Manhattan chef. Perhaps you could do that. You could put something like that, couldn't you? So you could have it come up, and then when it comes up to the thingy, where's that coming? Let's do there. Right, so there. You could have this fading just on that time, so a bit further over that way. We go motion on that, fade in. Like that, so it should fade in there. Come on, that's it. Right, so Let's just have a look at that, see how that looks. Yeah, you could do something like that. Say if you was doing a cookery program or something, you could use that. So that's pretty cool. You got other hats here as well. There's quite a few of them, and they're all videos. And you got these as well, like puppy dogs and things like that. And let's get rid of that first. Let's find out where I put that now. I put that too far over, I think. Where have I put it? I've lost it now. Put it back on here. I've done it again, haven't I? So this side. Let's put it there. Right, let's just play that. As you can see, that's quite big. It needs to be reduced in size a lot. So you can reduce them like that. You can do this. You can use this to make them smaller. Right, so as you can see, you could get a face on there and just put that in on the face, like you do on the camera phones and things like that. So all these are the same sort of thing. Yeah, got a lot of them, and some eyes. Have a look at that eyes there. Let's take that video back that way. As you can see, the videos are very big, so you might need to reduce the size. If you do this, that'll make it to the size of the canvas, so it fits in the canvas, and you can see what's happening with it. Right. So there's still quite a few left I haven't even touched. So there's lots of different things here. Got all sorts of different celebrations and parties, and different exclamation marks. Say if you've got a problem or you want to something, say do that one, exclamation mark. Let's see how that one looks. Yeah, you got a big problem. What's going on? You know, something like that. You can have that. Just reduce it in size. Just do that one first, and then put it in the middle. That's in the middle, and we could do that. That's okay. Some of these have got fade outs or whatever on them all automatically, and that. There's the dog one. I've got probably 2 or 3 dogs on here now, so never mind. Right, let's go further down, see if we can find anything else, like any image ones. I don't think there is. Let's try that one, see what that is. No, that's just another video. That's useful for if you want to do like a comic strip and make the noise sounds come up like crash, whatever, you know. You could do that with that. You got your clouds here, you got question marks, a mouth, different mouths, and you got your bells and buttons and things like that for different things. So if you want to get somebody to click on something like a button or something, you point to the button like that or something, you could do that. Right, so there's a lot of things here, but these are all, like I said, videos, and then a lot else you can do with them other than what I've showed you. So I hope you find it useful for you. You've got lots of images here as well. I can't say it properly, and my kids keep on having a go at me about saying images, so I can't do it. I can't say it right, so I'm all foggy now. But you know, that's what it is. But there's tons of stuff on here. Look, there you go. There's loads and loads of different videos on here which you can use for different things. Let's try the flashes. Let's have a look at that. Flashes 2 it's called. Let's have a look at that, see what that does. I'll bring it over here. Let's just check that. And so these are basically for use if you want to do some sales business, and you know, you want to make someone look a bit flashy, so they're, oh, what's that? And they'll look at it, you know what I mean? So Might be a bit like a scroll stopper in a way. Just add extra effects, isn't it, really? So you can do that. But as you can see, none of the things that I've put on have been anything but videos. They've all been videos. So there's not a lot you can do with them without using some of the other components to change them, you know what I mean? So at the moment I can't show you anything like that because we're not on that stage yet. But I hope what you've learned from what I've just showed you has been helpful, and if it has, please like and subscribe to Tony's Tutorials, and hopefully it won't be long before I get onto the more advanced versions for you. But there's a hell of a lot of stuff in Create Studio 3 to get on with anyway, as you can tell, because I'm on part 29 and still ain't finished on the studio yet. So it'll take quite a lot of videos to get through everything on Create Studio 3, but hopefully I will do as soon as I can, and you'll be able to get all the advanced techniques and everything from that. Well, if you do, I hope you've enjoyed it anyway, and I hope to see you again soon. Right, have a good day. Bye bye.